Hello and welcome to F6 in PSGL. Today they are racing in Canada, and as you can see there's a new voice for this tier, and this is me, Paco Suarez, who I'll take you through all the action on this tier, and hopefully we'll get some good action. To be honest, I was expecting a lower turnout. In the end, there are 15 drivers who will be racing today and who will be facing the Wall of Champions, so hopefully none of them will crash in that final chicane. 30 seconds to start the action, so I believe it's a good time to take a look on the driver standings, which is led by the admin of the tier, by one of the admins, which is Philip. I believe it's 61 points. Let me take a look, guys. Yeah, indeed, 61 points in the Red Bull, followed by BRT Jaum on the McLaren with 43 points. Just behind in third place, Arves the King with 39 points, who have won the two last races, but unfortunately that not being consistent is costing him a lot of points, as he hasn't finished in the points twice and he DNF'd once. In fourth place, it's Kodornin Golo in the Renault with 37 points, just 1 point behind Rataka in the Haas with 26. The Alpha Tauri from Mashiro, who's the other admin of the tier. In seventh place, Martin in the McLaren with 23 points. And yeah, just after that we have Simple in 8th place, Emmeline underscore 22 in 9th, and Raymith closing the top 10. Meanwhile, in the constructors, I have to say there's a big lead. Red Bull, which is driven by Ares and Philip, have 100 points, which is insane, I have to say. Followed 23, no, I don't know how to do maths. 33 points behind Jaume and Martin in the McLaren, and yeah, just after that we have plenty of teams quite close, which are the Renault in third, AlphaTauri in fourth, Haas in fifth, Ferrari in sixth, Racing Point in seventh, Mercedes in eighth, Williams in ninth, and Alfa Romeo in 10th. So we can see the first cars going out. Let's get this settled up, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Everyone at the moment going out on soft, and I believe the first one to go out is the BRT Jaum. There's nobody else ahead of him, so he will have at the moment clear air ahead of him. By the way, if you want to give a message, I will be reading the comment section, so I'll be taking a look as the session goes on. So hopefully, yeah. So this track actually quite interesting, I have to say. I mean, I don't really like to drive this track on the game, as I believe it's bad done, and it's not it's not the same as in real life. But it always provides good racing, I have to say, so I'll stick to that, and hopefully we'll have a good race. As we can see, the McLaren warming up his tires, and he'll start the lap soon. Yeah, I believe we have the... okay, never mind. So, with 16 minutes remaining, the McLaren will be the first one to start a lap as he goes through the start-finish line. And first corner he goes, going down to fourth gear as he locks up a little bit, going down to third. He has to really watch out the exit there. Really aggressive at the moment. The McLaren is looking on a really good lap as he attacks the apex quite well. Going up to 7th, getting closer to that turn 5, I believe it is. Sorry, turn 6, I would say. Watch out because he has a Ferrari ahead, which gets out of the way quite quickly. And let's see, because at the moment the McLaren is having quite a solid lap, I would say. Really good exit, and now approaching the hairpin just after finishing the second sector with 40.3. Not a bad reference at all. Massive lockup. Really solid exit, I have to say. And let's go. 7th gear, opening DRS, approaching this final straight. Watch out with that car ahead, which could actually block him, but yeah, he gets out of the way quite clean and doesn't invalidate, doesn't hit the wall, so quite a nice run through the final chicane. And it's a 1.8.1, which is not a bad time, but could be improved. As we can see, the Mercedes just behind. Oh my god, 17 thousandths of a second ahead, and meanwhile his teammate in third with a 1.8.3. So let's see who's next to finish a lap. I think it's a Renault, which does a 1.8.4. And right now I've lost Rataka doing a 1.8.9. I'm gonna have a lot of difficulties, you know, saying that name, because in my head it sounds like Rakata, but yeah, it's the other way around, Rataka. So I'll have to keep that in mind. As we can see an Alfa Romeo actually in between the McLaren and the Mercedes with the 1.8.2. So not a bad time at all, although it seems quite close. But look at that, Ares the King with a 1.7.9. And let's see who's next, because I'm actually quite lost and I'm trying to find someone who could be on a lap. Let's see, let's go with the Williams. But at the moment it's still in the first sector as Philip sets the new fastest lap. I have to say, in the Tier I Racing, which is F9, the fastest time was a 1.07.7. So we should see something quicker than that. As we can see, that thing is stuck. Yeah, and it's not a... Let's hope it can get out. The fastest lap thing, the graphic on the bottom. Yeah, now it's clear. And let's see the Williams right now going through this long straight, approaching the chicane. Let's see if he doesn't invalidate on this final chicane. Yeah, oh, really nice run as he hits the wall. I wouldn't say hit, this was a small touch. 1.8.2, which is not a bad time at all. But hopefully we could see better times, as we can see the Alfa Romeo setting a 1.8.6, and that's almost everyone with the lap. Still the Renault to set a lap, as he hasn't gone out yet. And give me a moment, guys, as I feel like the game is way too loud. So yeah. So let's see. Honestly, there's a fly in the room, which is making me go insane. Sorry for the distractions. As we can see at the moment, everyone going into the pits, or well, some people have already gone into the pits and they are in the second attempt, as we can see. Actually, the McLaren from Jam going on the used set of tires with already one lap in, and he's on his out lap. So let's see what time he does, but I don't think it's a good idea to use the same tire twice, and even in Canada, you know, where the tire wear is quite high. But let's see. I mean, he's in F6 for a reason, so I shouldn't judge what they're doing. So let's see, he will be the first one. No, actually the Renault was on a lap already, but we'll just keep an eye on what he does. So actually, let's go on board with him, and we'll just go after with the... Never mind. So yeah, we are back with McLaren, as someone have commented in the comment section. Marot saying Ares is the king. Well, I'm new here, so not sure about it. We'll have to see. The Red Bulls indeed looking strong, as they lead in the constructors with a big margin to the second place. And I have to say, at the moment, I wouldn't say there's no one who could overtake them, as in their first bunker lap they've done the only ones who have been able to set a 107. And we can see here the McLaren invalidating and the Merc having a spin. So let's see someone who could be on a lap. Never mind. It seems like I'm cursing every driver, you know, switching drivers, and everyone who I switch to either spins or goes into the wall, so or invalidates. So let's see who else is on a lap. The Renault. Looking aggressive, he doesn't invalidate, so he doesn't do like Rataka did. 1/10 improvement in the first sector, but locks up going into this left-handed corner. Oh, and that's not stable at all, as he almost loses the back end, but it's able to control the car and avoid a collision against the wall. Solid run through turn 7 and 8. Now going into the hairpin. He doesn't look, well, a little bit on the right forward tire. And Rataka just crashed. I believe we're gonna get a really good view. No, never mind, the car just disappeared. But yeah, it was just after the Wall of Champions. Probably he made contact and lost the back end, so he will be starting back in the grid. As we can see, the Renault setting a 1.8 flat. Oh, and what's happening? There's an Alfa Romeo, I believe, who has gotten a 5 grid penalty for illegal blocking, but not sure who he blocked. But anyways, at the moment, with 9 minutes remaining, we have the Red Bulls on their outlap. Actually, Arves just started his lap. Well, he's about to start, but he's now on his run. Let's see what he does going into the first corner. Really good exit, locks up in the mid corner. It gets a really good exit, touching the outside curb, but now goes down to 4th. Really good exit as well through these corners. Turn 7, I would say. This is, and locks up a little bit. Oh, there was a little bit of lag there, but hopefully it's not a massive connection issue. As we can see right now, the Red Bull looking really, really good through here. Doesn't invalidate, goes over the curb. No fear, to be honest. He's driving with absolutely no fear. As he goes through the hairpin once again. Gets a really good exit, and now this is pure straight line speed, which hopefully will be good. And just behind, I think well, no, not just behind, but a little bit far behind is the Philip MD, which will be looking to improve his lap. But let's see the Red Bull, what time will he do? A 1:07.5, and that's enough to be on provisional pole with 7 minutes remaining. Will Philip be able to reply to his teammate? I don't know, not sure what times he has set through the sectors though, but he's looking fast, he's looking good. Let's see through the final couple of corners, as he doesn't invalidate. Really good run, I have to say, one of the best ones so far, and that's gonna be a 1:07.6, and it's not enough to beat his teammate, as he's almost a little bit more than half a tenth behind his teammate, but it's looking quite close, and with just 7 minutes remaining, it's gonna be a really close ending to this qualifying. Meanwhile, let's go back to the McLaren jump, who was not able to improve in the previous attempt, as he locks up. Not a bad exit, I have to say. Not a good exit, my bad. And let's see what he does. Looking aggressive, looking fast, as he has not a steady exit, I would say, but going up to 8th gear before the hairpin, as he improves marginally. I don't think that's going to be enough, and here, oh my god, that's a massive lockup. I don't think he's on a good lap, guys. Let's see what he says, but at the moment he doesn't look fast, and he has a couple of cars ahead, which hopefully won't block his lap. Yeah, we can see the Ferrari getting out of his way, and the 2 cars ahead getting into the pits, and the McLaren actually has a decent run through the chicane. 1:07.9, which is quite fast, I have to say. He probably messed up in the 3rd sector, because oh my god, that 2/10 improvement basically in the 3rd sector was insane. But hold on a minute, because now it's Kodormingolo who gets up to 3rd with a 1:07.8, which is not a bad time at all, and with almost 6 minutes remaining, this is looking quite interesting, I have to say. Plenty of drivers quite close from each other, as we have Williams going up to 5th, but he's not able to get on the 1:07s, but still we can see that there's a really small gap between the 5th and the 8th, as there's only a 50,000th of a second gap, which is well, 48 thousandths of a second to be exact. And as we have a little pause, I'm gonna take advantage to read. We have Vlad saying Philip Teff, Christian saying Red Bull are both strong, and he believes Philip will take first, Darby second, John third, which is, well, actually almost what we have. We'll have to see, because I think this is gonna be decided by small mistakes. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see who takes pole. I'm not brave enough to make a prediction, as we have Vlad saying Red Bull in their own league, and I have to say at the moment it looks like it, because they have a 2 to 3 tenth gap to the third driver in this qualifying, which is an insane gap in Canada because it's a short track. And Maddox bets that Ares will be on pole, as it will be quite easy. Well, we'll have to wait and see. With 4 minutes remaining, everyone in the pits except Oleg, which I think it's in his in-lap, locking up in the hairpin and invalidated, so I don't think he will finish this lap. And I have to say, we have plenty of people supporting Philip, so he has a great community of fans, I have to say. Quite surprised, not gonna lie. But yeah, at the moment with 350, everyone in the pits, and I think I'm gonna take this small break to get some water, because honestly my voice is giving up, and it's still quite early, so definitely going solo was not the best of my ideas. I should have gotten someone alongside me. But as we can see, both Alfa Romeos back on track. So let's see, yeah. Santo is ahead, Cymbalix is behind, and they will be the first one to start their final attempt, unless they go for a two warm-up laps. I apologize, I mean, if sometimes I get stuck, but you know, English not my native language. I try to do my best, but yeah, trying to deliver the best commentary I can. So right now the Alfa Romeo from Eco Santovis on the softs, with 2 minutes and a half remaining, everyone going out right now. And I'm quite intrigued if they'll try slipstream tactics. No, actually in PSGL it's not allowed, my bad. Just realized about that. So let's see. The Alfa Romeo about to start his lap. Well, the first one of the Alfa Romeos, just behind his teammate, who will be the second one to start the final run. That will be the time to beat 1:08.086. So he starts his final run, goes up to 6th, but quickly goes down to 4th, and he invalidates. So let's go with his teammate, which had his moment out of that turn 4. Yellow flags, well, probably because everyone is just backing out. And let's see if, what the Alfa Romeo is able to do, because Cymbalix didn't have a good run in his second attempt. He will look to improve his time on this final run, as he has a pretty decent exit, and he is approaching now the hairpin. Let's see what he does, improving by 1/10. That's not enough. He wouldn't be able to improve his position. So at the moment, we can see a lot of traffic, everyone trying to push the margins, you know, trying to get the best conditions. And right now, first Cymbalix going through the final chicane. Let's see if he doesn't stack the car in the wall of champions. No, he doesn't. Gets a really good run, and let's see what time is he gonna set. A 1:07.9, which is enabled to be 5th, which is quite a solid time. And let's see behind, we have Williams. No, he's about to start a lap. Let's try to get someone. I believe the Renaults could be on a lap. Yeah, I think this is the second one of the Renaults, so we'll keep an eye on Cordon Ingolo, who is ahead, just ahead. Really good run by the Renault there. Will he be able to get into the 1:07s? I don't think so. Well, he does actually. 1:07.930, 5 thousandths of a second ahead of Jaume, and yeah, the other Renault I think invalidated. Now he's on his final run. So let's see. Let's go with the Red Bulls as Philip is now on his final run, but he's already at the end of the second sector. Let's see what he does. He's improving by 1/10. I think it would be just enough to improve his teammate, but his teammate still to set a lap. He's just finished the first sector and I don't know what he's doing. So let's see, Philip on the back straight. Let's see what he's able to do. Going up to 206 miles per hour, which is not bad at all. Oh, really good run, I have to say, really aggressive, almost hitting the wall. Will he be able to get into the 107.4? Yes, he does, and he gets provisional pole. But will be Ares the man who will take pole? I don't know. It's looking really bad for him as he didn't improve in the second sector. But right now, the Williams get out of the way. No one is going to keep slip from us. We can see Saint Alex retiring into the pits. And the Renault now going into the finish line. Let's keep an eye on Cordon N'Golo as he doesn't improve in the second attempt. Oh, and the Red Bull doesn't improve. He was under pressure and he hasn't been able to set a decent lap. So he didn't even improve his lap. So yeah, that's over for him. Let's see the other. Oh, the McLaren goes third. That's enough. 107.802. I have to say, quite close from everyone. The Mercedes, that was not a clean run though. He didn't hit the wall, and an AlphaTauri I think went 7th. The Mercedes doesn't improve, I believe. Well, improved but didn't switch positions. So that will be it for qualifying. And what time? Oh my god, I mean, this is so close. I haven't seen this in a while. From the AlphaTauri to Santo, there's only 70, I would say. 70 thousandths of a second, which is insane. And just ahead, we can see the Red Bulls trying to take pole, but it was Philip, as someone said earlier in the commentary section, in the comment section. Thank you, Flats, for the support. Glad you're liking it. And yeah, we can see. I'll read the comments in a minute, but let's take a look through the final results of this short qualifying. As we can see, Philip taking the lead, 107.4. That was the time to beat, and it was insane. Ares in second, just 1/10 behind, and after that, Jaume in third in a McLaren, both Renaults. Cordon N'Golo. To be honest, you're Spanish. Why would you put that name? Anyways, in fifth we have Simple Hacks in the Renault as well, and then we have Saint Alex in 7th, York in 8th, Raymith in 9th, Oleg in 10th, Martin. After that, outside the top 10, Santos, Simic, Sermin, and Bahrain, and someone else I missed, but I cannot remember his name. So, let's see, the comment section. We have Peter Bonington celebrating that Philip got pole. Luke Kira saying Will OP. I don't want to enter that debate, to be honest. Christian was right with his quality results. Yep, that's what I mentioned earlier. He was right, to be honest. And it was not easy. I actually doubted it because I didn't see the McLaren with the pace to be up there. But in the end, he was able to get that time in. And Peter Wannington says, well, that Philip will win today. Interesting. Actually, to everyone watching, I want to see your predictions in the comment section. I'm gonna say mine, okay? I have to say I've seen few races from this tier, but from the ones I've seen, I know Philip has a great pace, so I'm gonna put him first. Actually, I'm gonna put, seeing the standings and seeing that, give me a second. No, actually, I'm going to switch. Ares is going to win the race. Philip is going to be second. And I think Cordon N'Golo is going to be third. I would put the McLaren, but I don't know why I have a feeling he's not going to be able to keep up with both Renaults. Because if both Renaults actually get along, I think they're going to be able to put things difficult to the McLaren. So hopefully we'll see a good race. I'm going to see what tire strategy is everyone following, as in Canada it's I think the two-stop is the strategy to follow, and we can see Ermin, Bere and Rataka in the medium. So will be interesting to see, because they will do probably medium soft. I don't know if medium soft is possible, but we'll see throughout the race. Meanwhile, the top 12, everyone on soft, so no surprise there. And let's see, Philip doing, I have to say, quite a fast formation lap. Okay, actually, that's something I didn't take into consideration, the weather. Thank you, Peter, for giving me the weather. So, no rain expected throughout the race. I mean, it was kind of predictable, you know, with the tire choices from the guys in behind, you know, going mediums. But thank you anyways. Glad to have help in the comment section. So, by the way, guys, 10 spectators. I only see 2 likes. You know, come on, let's raise that number. But anyways, everyone is getting into their to their position in their grid. So in the grid, oh my god, I'm starting to get nervous. But yeah, we can see, there we go, a big gap between the Mercedes and the McLaren in 9th. As we can see, people joining, everyone welcome. You're just in time to see the start of this race, which hopefully 35 laps ahead will be insane. Hopefully no chaos, as it's only lap 1 and there's 35 laps ahead. Hopefully the driving standards will be good enough for F6. So let's see. Hopefully no glitches, no mistakes, and the session will go smooth. So there we go, first light, second light, third light, fourth light, 5 lights, and vamos, and away we go. Let's see the Red Bull, both Red Bull trying to defend. We can see Philip holding up at the moment. Oh my god, the camera angle was not good at all. As we can see right now, I think the Red Bulls have hold on just fine, but there's, I think, the teammate trying to look down the inside, but he was not close enough. Meanwhile, no incidents, but Philip, I believe he has lost the position to his teammate. So right now, Ares is the one leading, so he lost the position in the end. The camera angle was not the best one, but I have to say, it's looking clean. I don't think no one has touched the wall or no one has damaged, but the Mercedes, however, has lost a couple of positions to the medium guys. Simix has fallen down to 14th place, as we can see. Rataka taking the first penalty of the race, 3-second time penalty already, which is quite insane. But yeah, at the moment the Red Bulls have switched places, so it's Philip in second, Ares King in first, Cordon Ingolo in third with the Renault. As I said, I expected him to make some overtakes at the start, and he has delivered. Job in fourth, as we can see here, the AlphaTauri under pressure from the Renault. Will he get a good exit? Let's see, because actually George got a really good start, and he will be looking to defend that position. But look at that, and the Renault going down the inside, and it's quite a nice overtake. As for Taka, just retiring the pits, I don't think it was the day for him. He just tried to commit, and that's it. But yeah, definitely he did not look like he had the pace. So we go on, lap 2. And I'm not sure actually if Ares is dissing, because it's not showing the gap between him and Philip. I wouldn't be surprised. But anyways, the Renault still looking to try and put some pressure onto the AlphaTauri, as it seems he has a little bit more of pace. As there's already 1.2. That's the gap between the AlphaTauri and the McLaren, which I have to say, quite big. But he's trying to reduce it. Let's see what he's able to do now, as the Renault looking quite close to the rear of that car, of that AlphaTauri. At the moment, the only fight we have, or the only possible overtake we could get, the Renault looking hungry on making some overtake. Let's see what he does. Is he gonna try and show the car down the inside? No, he doesn't. He sticks behind. Let's see if he gets a really good exit. At the moment, no overtakes behind, neither in front. So we stick to this battle as Ares takes the fastest lap, but now the gap is showing. So 5/10 is the gap between the Red Bull drivers. And hold on, because Cordon Ingolo is still in that DRS range, but just on the edge of it. So it seems like things at the moment are quite calm. I don't think we're gonna see overtake soon, maybe on the DRS zones, but still quite difficult to see as the track. I mean, there are some spots, you know, the hairpin, probably just before the Wall of Champions and turn 1 are probably the best spots to make an overtake, but it's still quite difficult with the dirty air and all that. And we have, I'll try to get into the comments soon, but at the moment plenty of action going on right now, or I should say a train of cars going on right now. But let's see, will the Renault be able to make the overtake? He has DRS, I don't think the AlphaTauri does. He's close enough. I don't think it will be enough. I think he will hold on and just try the overtake on turn 1, as he stays behind. Let's see the exit. It's quite good, I have to say, and he hits the wall. I don't think he got damage from that, but right now going side by side, the AlphaTauri trying to cover the inside, but he just have to give up and yeah, get back to the racing line. So that's P5 for the Renault, who will be trying to go after John and try to help his teammate, although the McLaren is not in DRS range. It's actually 1.8, so quite surprising. I don't know if he has damage. I'll have to keep an eye. No, it doesn't look like. And did the AlphaTauri get damage? Neither he did. Neither did he, actually. Meanwhile, the Dutch DER Martin in 10th place, trying to overtake the Alfa Romeo, but with this DRS train it's quite impossible to make a move. But will he look down the inside? No, he doesn't. He stays behind, trying to get a really good exit, but not close enough though, as we can see just ahead. Cordon N'Golo hanging in there in DRS range. I have to say, qualifying pace didn't look fast, but he is holding up in the DRS range. And let's keep an eye on Philip, because he's looking quite close, but I don't think he's gonna try anything crazy as he stays behind his teammate. And yeah, no one is close enough to make an overtake, so let's take a look to the comment section. Well, it's only me actually, Peter, doing the comp, so I don't know if I have that much of a tone, you know, to change and being able to seem like two-person doing comps, but it's just me. RS is lagging. Well, I'm trying to look from my POV. I cannot see it, but you might be right. Yeah, and Hitterbot saying those Red Bulls are fast. I have to agree with you there, mate. Although the Renault just hanging in there, and we can see the Red Bull not being able to get close enough. It might be because of the connection, as Peter pointed out in the comment section. So let's see how he does. And surprisingly, and we have the first pit stop, so the Renault is going for the undercut. That's actually quite smart, you know. He wasn't being able to like get close enough, so he's going for the undercut. Let's see how good it works. He goes on to mediums. Fast pit stop by the Renault crew. And meanwhile, behind, everyone moves up a place, but that's virtually because they'll have to make yet another pit stop. And let's see, whoa, the Mercedes almost losing the control of the car as he sets it down the inside. That was quite risky, and we have a car off, and that's the Ferrari from Ermin, or was it the Mercedes from Oleg? I think it's the second option. I don't know how it happened. I was sticking to this battle, and I couldn't see what happened there, but so unfortunate for the Mercedes as he loses out plenty of position, and he's now 8 seconds behind the Ferrari. And what's that? Because Cordon N'Golo is now trying to get that overtake done fast enough. I think he'll get DRS, which will be good. But let's see, the Red Bull actually RS does do pit. Let's see if the Renault was fast enough to make the undercut, and everyone pitting at the moment. So let's see, we're gonna stick to RS. He didn't get stuck in the pits, so it should be a clean pit stop by him. Right now, Cordon N'Golo, I think he could have lost some time to the Red Bull. And indeed, 1 point, actually about 2 seconds is the gap. Probably has hit the tires, which should be enough to try and catch up to RS on this first lap. And let's see if the undercut works on Philip, as Philip had to stay out on track, and that could affect him and cost him time, as Cordon N'Golo taking the fastest first sector at the moment, so quite a solid time from him. And let's see behind, the Williams trying to make an overtake on the Mercedes. He's not close enough though, so he'll have to wait for the DRS zone as the Mercedes locks up, as he feels under pressure. Is that the Mercedes who has damage? Yes, indeed, right end plate damage. So bad luck for the Mercedes driver, which probably will be looking forward to making the pit stop on this lap, as he does. And He'll probably repair the front wing, and let's see where Philip. Oh, I don't know if he got stuck, but that could be key for being overtaken by the Renault. As he goes out now, as the Renault sets the fastest lap, and he's ahead, so Philip has lost a position. Philip lost a position to Codor Ningolo, and the gap now to his teammate is about 3 seconds. So both of them will have it difficult to try and catch the Red Bull unless they decide to go for another massive undercut. So right now the situation is the following. Ares in provisional first, Codor Ningolo in provisional second, and Philip in provisional third. Meanwhile ahead, with a pit stop to be made, York in first, Berre in second, and Ermin in third. Let's see how the pace is like. Big gap between them. And hold on, because we could see an overtake here by the Mercedes. I think he repaired his front wing. That's why he's that behind the pack. As York finally goes into the pits. I don't know why he took that long, but let's see where he goes out. As we can see, the Mercedes just flying by. Not a difficult overtake after all. So that's the Mercedes on P12, and let's see if he can catch up the rest. It won't be easy, and I have to say, probably the one who has lost the most, or it seems like it, is the Simple Hikes. I don't know if he had damage, but he's 3.5 behind Sancho, and I'm pretty sure he was fighting John. So not sure what happened there. And watch out, because York came out in 9th place. He has lost a couple of positions, but he's looking forward to making some good overtakes. As he's getting closer and closer, will he try the overtake? Oh, watch out, because we have a fight here. The Renault and the Red Bull going side by side, and I think the Red Bull is having DRS. Will Codor Ningolo try and have the slipstream? Not close enough. I think that's the fight over unless he's able to keep up with the Red Bull. Definitely the Red Bull not losing time and trying to go for the hunting of his teammate. As Philip sets the fastest lap, so that proves how fast he is at the moment. Fastest man on track, as his teammate gets a 3-second time penalty. And hold on, because Codor Ningolo does get a 3-second time penalty as well, and that could really decide the race. That could be decisive. I mean, that 3-second time penalty from both of them could have just given away the win to Philip if he doesn't make any mistake. As we can see, Codor Ningolo getting out of the session. I'm gonna just give him an invite. As we can see, Ares making the overtake just before the hairpin on Ermin, and I'm gonna invite Codor Ningolo just in case. I'm sorry for cutting the action, guys. Just give me a second. Okay, give me a second, because I just want to make sure he can join back, although it shouldn't be my responsibility. But yeah, just making sure, okay, because I mean, he just lagged out. So yeah, I've invited him back, so we are back into action. I hope you haven't missed much, as we are back. And yeah, plenty of drivers getting 3-second time penalties, so it seems like as Codor Ningolo is back, but he has lost a lot of time, as he is now under attack from Jaume, so he will have to watch out. And let's see, Philip making the overtake. He's 1.5 behind Ares, and he's looking quite fast. I mean, if he's not able to make the overtake on his teammate, I don't know. I mean, he's not in the need, but he's looking so damn fast. It's true that he has used a little bit more of ERS compared to his teammate, but it's just a 10% difference. Well, not even that anymore, as Ares used a little bit of ERS of overtake mode to try and overtake the Williams, but it's not good enough, and I think he will lose a lot of time. Let's see how he is. No, he's not close enough, so he will be stuck behind another lap, and that will be gold opportunity for Philip to catch up. I mean, this is looking insane, to be honest. The fight is getting tastier and tastier, and is it gonna be the Red Bull trying and launching it on this corner? No, it's not. He will try now with DRS open now. He's close enough. He could try. He's gonna send it down the inside, and that's another easy move by the Red Bull, by Ares the King, and he's now up to first. And this is crucial because he will now give the Williams DRS, so his teammate, I don't think he's gonna have it easy to make the overtake. We'll have to wait and see, but at the moment the Williams, with plenty of ERS to spend, could try and defend from the Red Bull. But look at that, the exit from the Red Bull was just insane. He's trying to use all his ERS he has, but look at that, 6% is not gonna be enough. Let's see if he can get it on the first corner. Is that damage I see from the right side end plate from the Red Bull? Yes. So that's unfortunate. As we can see, the Ferrari pitting, so it's a lap 13, and I think it's the first medium runner to make his pit stop. So let's see how it affects him, and we can see Philip just on the edge of the DRS range. I think it's just him having the damage, but still the pace was looking promising, so let's hope he can keep up with his teammate. Although that's quite unfortunate, and meanwhile I missed the overtake from the McLaren on the Renault. I don't know if it was, I mean, if the Renault was still on AI when the overtake was done, but that's so inconvenient as he was looking forward a possible podium, and he will have to work his way again to get a podium. As we can see, the McLaren looking up, not having the best run through the hairpin. Meanwhile behind, plenty of drivers in DRS range, but the Renault is not close enough to try the overtake. What about the AlphaTauri? He's looking fast, he's looking quick. Let's see if he can do the overtake. No, he's stuck behind, as we can see. Both of them. No, actually the AlphaTauri is not struggling. Oh, and that was a really good run by the AlphaTauri. I think he's going to be able to send it down the inside as he tries to show his front wing, and he sends it down the inside. They both lock up, they make contact. The McLaren tried to hold the position, but oh my god, what a defensive move. I wouldn't say it was the cleanest move, but hey, if it worked, it worked. Definitely George will not be happy about it, and let's see how he responds. Looking quite fast, not gonna lie, and has plenty more ERS than the driver ahead. And meanwhile the Williams, I don't know what strategy will the Williams is looking after, because he's on 13 lap mediums. The other guy who was on mediums pitted, I mean the one who was on 12 lap mediums. So I don't know if he's trying to make a one stop or what, going on too hard, which is not reliable at all, or what, but we'll see if he pits on this lap. As right now the McLaren will try to defend again from George, but George this time is not that close as he was in the previous lap, so I don't think he's gonna try the overtake. And meanwhile Philip losing a lot of time, as we can see the Williams finally pitting. And let's see where he goes back on track. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the Ferrari did the undercut on him. And let's see right now. A big train. So I'm gonna use this sort of break to try and read the comments. Alex thinks that Ares is gonna take the win easily. I don't think so. I mean, it's true that Philip right now with the damage. Oh, never mind. I actually agree with you, Alex. I think Ares could be on an easy win today with that penalty, and we just caught on stream that Raymond got a 3-second time penalty after being quite optimistic on cutting that corner, I have to say. And let's see behind Perez, who actually came out quite ahead of the Ferrari, so he's just behind Simics. And will he be able to make the overtake? He should, although the Mercedes has a lot of energy to spend. And Cordon Ingolo getting another 3-second time penalty, which will be added at the end of the race, unfortunately. And let's see, the Williams trying to go for the inside, the Mercedes trying to hold on. That has gone, that was quite close. I don't know if the Williams actually made contact with the wall, but look at that, because the Mercedes is looking to overtake his teammate, and I think he's going down the inside. Oh, and watch out, because we have a retirement, but it's on the pit, so that's not going to affect the race. And it's that's the race over for Saint Alex. And look at that, oh my god, Oleg was quite optimistic. He tried to send the car down the inside from Berre, but Berre was able to hold on, and he's now after simple hacks. With 19 laps remaining, I have to say this is looking quite close. I mean, it's looking like, you know, in Spain, these things that happen in Easter, where there are like Virgin Mary. Actually, I think I'm messing it up, so I'm not gonna put this example. When I improve my language, I'll actually try to make this example. My bad. Anyways, let's go back to the racing. Jorg looking quite close, and I think he could make the overtake. I mean, he just needs a little bit more of speed at the exit of the corners, and he will be just fine. Oh my god, he almost made contact with that wall, but he was able to save it though. 3/10 off, actually 4/10 behind the McLaren. I think, no, he's not gonna try it here. I think he's gonna wait for the second DRS. Looking quite aggressive, but not close enough though. And meanwhile ahead, the Spanish driver in the Renault, 6/10 off jump, but with a 6-second time penalty, which will be crucial. And let's see, the AlphaTauri, this could be the one. Looking fast, oh, but he's not catching up, he's not using ERS. Oh, and the McLaren into the pits he goes. Let's see if someone follows him. It doesn't seem like it, so Martin looking on another car. I have to say, the thing that I like about two stops, you know, is the possibility of being able to make the undercut twice. So this is going to be as well crucial for the fight for the podium. As right now we have plenty of drivers involved, so it's gonna be interesting, because probably John, well, actually not the best example I was gonna put, because actually Martin is John's teammate, so he probably saw the notification about his teammate pitting, so he will be aware that his teammate is trying an undercut. But still, I'm quite intrigued to see how it works out. As right now, lap 18 out of 35, Ares is leading with a 3-second gap. Probably Philip not looking good with that damage. I don't know if he will try the undercut though. We'll see now. No, Ares didn't pit, neither did his teammate, so both are staying out at the moment. And no one is pitting actually. Coro Ningolo going for the undercut on John. And so does Sancho, trying to make the undercut on the guys ahead. This is going to be interesting to see where Martin goes out and what's out. Oh, and both Renaults going at the same time. I don't know why Simple Hacks thought he would have the margin, you know, to do that. But let's see. Martin actually looking for the undercut, but I think he was blocked by the Ferrari. But watch out, because Coro Ningolo just ahead of the McLaren, so if they get rid of that Ferrari soon enough, they could be on an undercut, or even without making the overtake, they could actually be ahead of John. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But Martin looking quite intelligent on that strategy. He will probably get at the end of the race with bad tires, but I think it's a risk that it's worth it. Let's see right now, everyone looking aggressive. Let's see what the guys ahead do. Will John pit? Definitely none of the Red Bull do. Both of them stay out, so they're trying to stretch the tire life as much as possible. As we can see, John staying out one more lap, but behind the Williams actually goes into the pits. He will probably be quite behind Martin and Coro Ningolo, but it will be interesting on what side, because we have Martin trying to make the overtake around the outside. Around the outside, and look at that, side by side, the Ferrari and the Mercedes goes This could, this is not gonna be helpful. 3 wide, and who's gonna win? I think it's gonna be the Renault who sends it down the inside. The Mercedes has to cut the chicane, the corner, as he gets a 5-second time penalty and lose 3 positions. So he has been the loser of this fight probably. And Coro Ningolo not happy with what he's seeing because he's losing a lot of time to Yom, and he's using a lot of his tires, so that tire wear at the end is going to be crucial. Let's see if he makes the overtake here. The Ferrari looking defensive. I don't think the gap is going to be small enough to make the overtake. Indeed, it's not. And what's that? Because look at this train. Definitely the Red Bulls will pit this lap. Okay, I mean, Philip did it. And what's that? Because I wouldn't be surprised if they did the undercut. We'll have to wait and see. Nah, I don't think they did the undercut, my bad. But actually, I think they could have done the undercut and jumped the other way around. Anyways, the Ferrari looking defensive, as I said. I don't think Coro Ningolo is going to have the overtake on this corner. Everyone looking quite aggressive, but let's see if he's able to get a good exit from here. He's not going to have it, and Jom, I think no, he's not going to be overtaking. Oh, watch out. Oh, someone retired in the pits. Never mind. So yeah, we can see Jom ahead of this guy. Is actually 3 seconds ahead. So Coro Ningolo, I'm quite sure he lost the race there. I mean, not the race, but the podium chances behind that car, not being able to get the overtake done. So yeah, I would say that the podium is quite decided, as we can see yellow flags in sector 1 caused by the Mercedes going out of the pits, but he's already retired, so it's not gonna affect the race. Although a safety car right now could help harvest the king and those guys who haven't pitted yet. As we can see, the Ferrari going quite wide, but going for the exit. Let's see if he's able to hold on. Has quite a lot of straight line speed, but this is looking really close as the Renault pulls to the inside. And yeah, both of them make the overtake. And what's up? Because the McLaren could look forward, making a double overtake, but he doesn't and sticks behind. Will he try the overtake now on turn 1? It's going to be close. I don't think he's going to send it. And the Alfa Romeo also overtakes the Ferrari. So what Coro Ningolo couldn't do in like 4 laps or 3, the rest have done it in just 1 lap, actually 1 corner. So let's see, because right now we have a beautiful fight for 5th, although this could be the fight for 4th. Nevertheless, and we can see Philip 2.9 behind. I don't think he has repaired his front wing. No. I think he could have done it. I mean, he would have been ahead of Jom anyway, so I don't see the point of holding on with the damage. But hey, I'm not the expert, that's why I'm in F9. We can see here, right now, the Renault will not have DRS, so he will be under attack by Martin, Sancho and everyone else. But Martin just 9/10 behind. It seems like he has lost a little bit of pace. I don't know if he has damage. No, he doesn't. Whenever I see someone slow, I try to justify it, saying they have damage or something. But not every time it's the case. So with 12 laps remaining, it seems like Ares will probably take the win unless something unexpected happens. Philip will be second and John looking to close that podium spot. And Coro Ningolo getting another 3-second time penalty. So that's now 9 actually. Let's take a look to the penalties. Yeah, we can see 9 from the Williams, from Raymith, and also from Coro Ningolo. 3 from the rest, except Oleg, who has a 6-second time penalty. So let's see, both looking up into the hairpin. It seems like the McLaren is quite close now. Has a little bit more of ERS than the Renault driver. And what's that behind? Because the AlphaTauri is also looking hungry. But he doesn't try to move. No, quite close despite the fact he hasn't tried to move. But hold on, because they are side by side, and I think that's going to be the move done before turn 1. you know, he didn't doubt. He just saw the gap, went for the move, and he's up to P7, and he has no penalty, so he has a potential P4, I must say. So really good race at the moment by the AlphaTauri as well, by Sancho. Despite losing that place, he could be looking after a 5th place, so they shouldn't get desperate. They should stay calm, try to be clever, read the race, and say, hey, I might be here, but I don't have penalties, so I might gain some positions at the end of the race. Yellow flags in sector 3, that's the William round, and yeah. I was about to say, I was intrigued by the strategy he could do going into softs by the end of the race, but he bottled, so at the moment, the top 8 we have is the real top 8. I mean, no one has to do a pit stop yet. But hold on, I thought the Ferrari was going for a move, but he was not close enough. Oh, actually, was he? Has he tried to move around the outside? They're still side by side, and look at that, because the Renault is now through. I think it was the Renault trying to move on the Ferrari. Not sure, however. If someone can correct me, I would be thankful. But yeah, that's I think it's another position lost by the Ferrari, which still has to make another pit stop, probably looking to try and finish on that last point position. Meanwhile, ahead, I mean, not gonna lie, this is just a train, but watch out, because York could be after another place, quite close, but he's not looking aggressive. He's trying to hold on. He knows he doesn't have penalties. He's not in the need for making the moves. I don't think he believes he could catch Yom, so I think that he just wants to stay behind. Yeah, he gets out of the slipstream, so we can see no interest at all from York to make the overtake. But let's see if Martin is able to catch Coron Ingolo, because despite the penalties, I mean, he needs the gap to try and save that position, I think. And there were yellow flags. I don't know who was it. Maybe it was the Mercedes from Oleg, but not sure still. What actually would make this race chaotic would be a safety car, because with all the penalties, John, Jorg and Sancho could be on a crucial position to try and win the race. But let's see how this plays. I mean, the Wall of Champions is always awaiting, so maybe we have 30 laps without any incident, but on the final lap someone just bottles it, so we can't give up on that hope for a safety car. As we can see, 8 laps remaining, and everything is looking pretty stable at the moment. No moves done, unless the Renault decides the opposite, as he's looking close. He's closing up, but he's not close enough. So he's staying behind the Williams, with actually the Williams on a 7-lap mediums. So simple hacks. I think he had the pace, but not the consistency. Let's see if he can catch up to the guys ahead, as Ole gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that's another one gone. So only 11 drivers remaining on this race. So Martin not being able to catch up, and to be honest, York is looking quite hungry, as I always say, to try and make up some positions. I mean, he's not in the need, as I've said multiple times. I still feel like he could be faster than what the rest is showing. As we can see, once again, 1 lap more, he doesn't feel like he's in the need to make the move, and he just gets out of that slipstream. And meanwhile, behind, Emin, or Elm, not sure of how you pronounce that. Oh, someone got damaged? Did someone get damaged? I don't think there was damage. Was there? No, maybe it was just me having some hallucinations. And yeah, Oleg left the session. So 4 DNFs. 4 DNFs is the mark for today's race. And we can see another 3-second time penalty, this time from Raymith again. I think that's 9-second time penalty, which will be added at the end of the race. And as we can see, York once again quite close, but he won't make the move. He's just waiting and waiting for the opportunity to come. And meanwhile, Cordon Igolo with that Spanish helmet, well, that helmet based in the Spanish flag, trying to somehow keep that 4th place, which will be quite impossible because the penalties he has gotten are way too much to try and defend. Meanwhile, ahead we can see the gap between Philip and Ares is just way too big. I think that damage decided the whole race, because he was in the arrest range for some laps, but somehow he, after, or maybe it was just the traffic, you know, Ares couldn't get past the cars and that helped Philip, but in the end Ares had better pace. So in the end, I think I'm gonna get my prediction right. No, never mind, I'm not gonna get it right. I said Cordon Igolo in the podium, and he's not gonna get it. So I almost got my prediction right, I have to say. And hold on, because the AlphaTauri is now for a move. Will he try? No, once again he gets out of the slipstream, and he doesn't look forward, making a move. So he sticks behind, as we can see Raymith going for the pit stop. Probably he saw he had the gap, and he's gonna try and get out ahead of these guys, which won't be easy though, because we can see the Ferrari on the minimap just crossing the finish start line. Yeah, and yeah, the Williams is still in the pit stop. I don't know if he had front wing damage, but he's not gonna be ahead of them. So that's probably points for Bere and EMLN. If I say it that way, I cannot get it wrong. Oh, massive lockup again by the McLaren, and right now I don't think what they're waiting for. Come on guys, give me some action, you know. Just do it for the show. It could be a perfect opportunity for York to make the overtake. He's 2/10 behind, but once again waiting and waiting. Will he get the exit he wants to though? Now he for sure he will. No, and he pulls out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, clever driving, because he's not in the need to risk it. But I think we all want some action at some point, you know. We've been like several laps without any action. So in the comment section we have Marek saying, I want a baby from Ares. Okay. Then we have Luke Cleaver say, go jump. So supporting the McLaren driver, which is currently on 3rd, and I have to say, pretty solid race from him. I didn't trust him to take 3rd. I actually put the Spanish Renault driver, but in the end he has been able to keep up, and look at that. I mean, only 3.8 behind Philippe, despite, I mean, we all know Philippe has the damage, but close enough, I have to say. I mean, if he was just a little bit closer, he could get 2nd. And Luke Lira says Yom is better than anyone else, and Peter Bonington says that Philip is as fast, but with the yellow wing damage. I mean, it's as fast as Yom, but with the yellow wing damage. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. And he remarks, he highlights MD's pace is stunning today, no doubt. Yeah, I have to say the doctor making a good impression today with that yellow damage. You get it, the doctor, because MD, okay, never mind. But yeah, fastest lap by Raymith. I mean, we're gonna see everyone trying to get that fastest lap. Although if Remis is not in the top 10, I doubt he's gonna get it. That extra point for the fastest lap. Meanwhile, York again, the whole second stint. I mean, he has the third stint. Sorry, he has been just behind Martin, but I feel like he didn't want to risk it. But come on, this has to be it. This has to be it. He's side by side. He's looking forward the overtake. He's going side by side, trying to sneak around the outside. The McLaren making several moves on the straight. I don't know if that's allowed. It shouldn't be allowed. And once again, he's behind, but he's looking quite fast. I think he's pulling out again from the slipstream. I don't feel like he wants to risk it. Quite a smart driving and simple hacks. He saw he had the penalties. He saw he couldn't catch the guys ahead. So he's speeding. He's going for softs. I think he's going to be behind the Ferrari, but he doesn't care. He just wants to get that extra point for the fastest lap. So let's see where he gets back on track. I think it's going to be side by side with the Williams. Oh, it's going to be close. Indeed, side by side. The Williams is going to try and push him off. They're still side by side. Who's going to be ahead? Oh, round the outside he goes, but they're still fighting, and that's going to affect. If I was the Renault, I would wait for the DRS zone. And I believe, actually, they have the same penalty, so this is a fight for position. So we'll have to wait and see. And I have to say, stupid decision by Simple Hacks, because he had 8th place secured and he decided to pit just for the fastest lap. I mean, the drawbacks were higher than the advantage. Oh, and we can see Martin and York fighting for a place, and for once he tries the overtake. I missed the action. My bad on that one. But let's go back to Simple Hacks as he makes the overtake. And he's gonna go for the fastest lap. I mean, he should have saved a little bit of PRS, but never mind, he's gonna get the fastest lap anyways. So lap 34 out of 35, 2 laps remaining, although we are almost in the final lap already. And after a long race where my throat is struggling to keep up, I have to say the race 5 out of 10. Well, someone pulling out the pad versus wheel comparison, which I don't want to enter that debate. I mean, probably there are some advantages, but the perfect example is Luis Belch. He was able, to get the best out of the pad somehow. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get a fight. So let's go with the leader, with the man who started second, got the overtake down on the first lap, who was able to overtake his teammate, and despite the traffic on that second stint, he was able to hold on first. After 35 laps, he's gonna be the man who's gonna take the win, and his title chances will be alive. And hold on, because Jan could be just on the edge of getting on that 3-second gap, but we'll have to wait and see as the Red Bull Ares Seguin proclaims himself the King of Canada, taking the win after 35 laps. In second place, Philip, and John just on the final corner. I think he was just trying to push his car as much as he could, gets the penalty, but that's third place for John. In fourth place is gonna finish, for last time I'm gonna say it, Koron Ingolo, who drops down to 7th. Ahead of him, York in 4th. Mega race by the AlphaTauri driver. Sancho in 5th, and Martin with the penalties in 6th. In 8th is gonna finish Elm. Simple Hacks in 9th. Bebre in 10th, and in last place, out of the points, Remis. So that's the race done. I have to say, interesting race by everyone. Drive of the day, the Ferrari driver. Well, I don't agree. I would say Ares Seguin, and I would give special credit to Philip, because he had damage. You know, he was able to to keep the McLaren away. So in the end, I would say pretty solid stuff from everyone. Although we can see plenty of penalties. 15 seconds from Raymith, 12 from Conan Ingolo. And the final results are the ones you see. Ares the King in first, Philip in second, Yom in third, York in fourth, Ico Sancho in fifth, Martin in sixth, the Spanish driver in the Renault in seventh, the Ferrari Ermin in eighth, Simple Hacks in ninth, Bere in 10th, and in 11th, Raymith. Not a good day for the Williams, neither for the Mercedes, as both drivers DNF'd. Sain Balix in 14th, DNF'd as well, and Rataka in that first lap he retired. So that's the race over, and that's how we've seen it, and that's how I've commented it through it. I would say probably 5 out of 10. Not a good race at all. I mean, just a lot of train. There was not that much actions throughout the race. So it is what it is. So I'm closing the stream here. Thanks to everyone who have been throughout the stream. I have to say that despite, you know, having F1 and F2 on similar times, I'm quite happy with the numbers we've reached. 13, 14 people at some point. So quite proud of this stream. Thanks for having me here on my first day in F6. Hope we can have a lot of fun in the remaining races. So this has been all for today. Don't miss the action throughout the week, as tomorrow we'll have the classic cars going on, and on Thursday, I'm not sure if there's a PC tier. I don't think so. But anyways, this has been everything for today. I'll be back next week. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Hasta luego.